so that in case you want to register for the next session, you could do that and everything. So I know I've done a bit of introduction for Nadia. But hello, Nadia. I would like you to tell us about yourself first. You can introduce yourself first to us. So over to you, Nadia.
Hi everyone. Thanks for choosing to be here today. You could have done something else because it's a Friday night. Thank you so much, Stefan, for the introduction. Thanks so much, brother, for bringing me here. So I think I'll just start projecting my screen so that we can all know about me and why we are here today. I hope we can see my screen.
Yes, Nadia, we can see it. Great.
Yes, please.
Awesome. All right. So we're here just because of this today. So we're just going to keep going. Our checklist so that the day will be over would be about myself, digital marketing simplified. I'll do a bit of talk about being a successful digital marketer and some tools we can leverage on for our online successes. So before we dive straight in, he has talked about the professional part of myself. I like to be more social so that you guys get to know me better. So in just 6 images, this is who I am. I like to think about myself as a community person. I love joining communities that help build myself, develop my skills, share back, connect, collaborate, and have fun. I like to call myself a youth advocate, where I channel my love for women empowerment, youth entrepreneurship, and new skills development into ways and means people in my community can benefit. I'm a skills trainer. He's mentioned a lot about that. I love women, so most of my things I do are targeted towards women empowerment. So you can see this image here, all women who are developers, tech makers coming together. And I also love to travel if it is fully sponsored, of course. So that's pretty much about me. If there are any questions, I can take them or we can go straight in. Stefan, you can advise. Do we go straight in?
Yes, I advise that we go straight in, and then after you, then we do questioning.
Great. So if you are closer to your phone, I would love that you tweet at kraado X and at Starboss. It's always down there. So if you forget the handles, just check here. You'd see it. Tweet about the program, what you're expecting today, and anything you learn. You can just make a simple tweet about it so that people will know about Kraado and people will know that this is what Kraado is doing amazing stuff for young people. So yeah, to go straight in, I'm going to talk about digital marketing simplified. You cannot be successful about something until you know about it. So we're going to know why the big fuss of everything going digital, why brands are going digital, why everybody wants to go digital, why people are creating platforms, channels, and pages just because everyone is on digital. I'll make reference to some digital facts that were released by We're Social and Hootsuite recently. They talk about everything that is happening online. Just recently, we got to know that about 4.20 billion people, 4.20 billion people are active on social media. Between 2019 to 2020, 500 million new people started being on social media. So you can understand why brands are now looking for digital marketers, social media marketers to redirect their brands online. These numbers are very huge. The world is made up of about 7.8 billion people, and we have 4.6 billion people on the internet. These people are doing so many different things using the internet. Some people are searching for new stuff. Some people are searching to learn new stuff. Some people are looking for employment. Some people are looking to learn. Some people are looking for partners. Some people are looking for job opportunities. So being or going digital has its own implications. Everybody's going on digital, but what does the numbers speak for the world? What does the numbers speak for Ghana? So let's come back to Ghana and let's know how we are also faring as a nation in the digital landscape. In Ghana, we're about 30.8 million. But you can see that the number of phone connections is more than the population. You can see that more people in Ghana are using just like maybe 2 or 3 phones, which talks about the differences between the population and the number of phone connections. But let's come to the internet users and see. 14.76 million Ghanaians have access to the internet and are on the internet. That's like almost half of our population. And if all these people are on the internet, what does it mean for businesses? What does it mean for individuals? And why is everybody talking about social media? Because from 14.76 million people are on social media. So if brands are looking to target new clients, new businesses, new ways of making money, they are definitely going to go on social media. So let's understand what digital marketing is all about and how we can be successful digital marketers and the pros and cons if we are entering this kind of career path. So in simple terms, I like to say digital marketing or digital is using the internet, mobile devices, social media, search engines, and other channels to reach consumers. Different people have described what digital marketing is, but for me, it's the use of the internet, mobile devices, or devices that can connect you to the internet to reach people on social, on search, and all the other channels to reach your consumers, to interact with them, to make sales, to create relations, of whatever objective it is for your business to succeed. Don't forget to tweet if you're learning something new. So this is just a brief of what digital marketing is. It's all these things coming together to play a different role on digital. Your content, your SEO, your video, your device, your return on investment, your search engine marketing, your pay-per-click, etc. If you don't understand these terminologies, don't worry, I will talk about them shortly. So yes, we saw what digital marketing is all about and some of the things that bring these things together. We saw pay-per-click, we saw SEO, we saw content. What really are these things? What really are the intricacies of these things? PPC is pay-per-click. It's like when you are on any platform online and you'll be browsing, but then you see an ad up somewhere or lower somewhere, and immediately you click. It's got nothing to do with what you're searching about, but immediately you click, it takes you to a different page. That kind of banner you see is a pay-per-click ad. It's driving interested audiences to your website. So you are reaching more people and you're only paying when people click on that ad. It is better than going to pay TV. I'm not saying choose. Better than paying a TV station telling you they have about all Ghanaians watching them, but not knowing which people are watching. But with PPC, you are able to target where your ads show and you're only billed when people click on your ad. What is it about search engine optimization? It's increasing your visibility, the ability for people to see you when they go searching online. So most of us use search engine platforms like Google, like MSN. So when we go on Google and we're looking for something, let's say I'm looking for kraado and I type communities in Ghana that help young people, I should be able to see kraado. What kraado would do for them to be on top when people search for them is what we call search engine optimization. So it's how you are able to increase your visibility and your searchability for your online platforms. Let's talk about display advertisements. It's just like PPC ads, but there are also ways of generating leads and traffic to a targeted audience. So you can use, let's say YouTube, when you're on YouTube watching a video, then an ad comes. Sometimes even on the video, an ad comes. It's all part of display advertisements. Then the main fuel for digital marketing is your content. What is content? Content is anything consumable by an audience. So we can say text is a content, images are content, infographics are content, podcasts are content, blogs are content, gifts are content. So these are things that you use online to increase your brand's personality. Recently, the only ad a lot of people are talking about in Ghana right now is the Fine You Go ad. Know Your Hustle. It's a great campaign, and it's because of the content type they're using. They are using video and they are making it more humorous. So this is one way you can catch attention. Content gives you all the chance and all the ways to do that. You can use GIFs, you can use images, but what are you doing differently that makes you stand out from your audience, that makes you stand out from your competitors? Then we go to website optimization. We also know that website is one of the channels to um, perform digital marketing. It helps you create an imaginary shop. So people have business centers, locations, but your website is like that imaginary space where people would go to see that you're actually authentic. You talk about what you do. Someone is like, are you having a website? Because they feel that if you have a website, all the information they need to know about you would be on your website. So with website optimization, you are supposed to be giving your users a better experience. So with websites, people will be talking about user interface, user designs, your content, your images, your link backs. It's all part of website optimization. In different series, we can take each and every part of the channels and dissect them further. Now let's go to the almighty social media. People confuse social media with digital media, or let's say social media marketing with digital marketing. Social media is just one aspect of digital marketing, and we all know what social media is. It's a social platform where people go to interact with their friends, communities, learn, talk about things, do advocacy, get jobs, get opportunities, marry, etc. So social media is one aspect, maybe just a big aspect of digital marketing. It's a place that gives you a channel to be visible, to be interactive with your audiences, to be able to reach all your business goals or your brand goals or whatever goal it is for you that you're setting out to use social media. Then another channel opportunity is your email. How are you using the emails you collect from people to market to them? Email marketing can simply be the delivering content to people who have directly engaged with your brand and getting them at the right time. So sometimes you see people are unsubscribing from emails because you keep spamming them with unnecessary alerts. You are sending emails for kids to business owners. You are sending emails for students to startup owners. So how are you doing your email marketing? Are you segregating your audience? Are you shifting your opinions, or are you just blasting emails? You're like, oh, everybody check the email. How are you crafting or prioritizing your email marketing? Are you doing it like social media? Are you segregating your audiences? What are you doing differently on email marketing to reach your online goals? It's all parts of digital marketing. You can't just stick to social media and say, oh yeah, I'm a digital marketer, but you should also be able to know all the different avenues for digital marketing that you can bring together to have the optimum results for digital. So I've spoken at length. I just wanted us to have some overview for digital marketing so that now when we are saying we are digital marketers, we know that it entails more than just social media and we have a fair idea of digital marketing. So now I can delve in and share my personal opinions with being a successful digital marketer with you. Please, I didn't copy this from anywhere. It's some things that for me, they've worked for me and I would want to share with you. I actually didn't want to write anything, but just to have a fallback on memory when you're trying to recollect this session, you would have some things to think about. So these are a few. I would speak at length about them. Then we can go back to know some of the tools that would make our life easier for us if we want to be digital marketers. So what you should know about being a digital marketer and being a digital marketer and how you can be successful at it. So I was just drinking some water so I can move on. So yeah, these are some of the personal insights that have worked for me. They've helped me over the years. I started my path into digital marketing right from the university. I worked with Busy and I started as a social media community manager. So since then, my passion for digital marketing spread up, and for the past 3 years, I've been doing one thing or another with regards to digital marketing. So yeah, the first thing I would like to highlight is to focus on your personal development. Digital marketing can be a bit too much because it entails a lot. But as an individual, you should have a clear path as to what it is you want in terms of being a digital marketer or having a career in digital marketing. What courses do I have to take up? Do I have to fund some of these courses? Can I focus on my own development plan? I should be able to have some goals. Every day I would learn something on HubSpot. I would do some courses with Digital Garage. What am I doing? These are things that would help you personally if you want to be a digital marketer. And with digital marketing, you never stop learning. That brings me to the second point. You never stop learning because each and every day, something has been updated. Web plugins have been updated. Social media has some new features. There's a new platform. TikTok is new. Snapchat is doing something. There are new filters. There are new metrics. The algorithms have changed. So you never stop learning when it comes to digital marketing, and you should be able to know your stuff. You can't be parading as a digital marketer if you actually are just versed at something and you have totally no idea about another thing. It doesn't mean you should know everything, but at least at length you should have a fair idea about how the digital marketing landscape works like. And also, I talk about weaknesses. They can be work traits, or they can be certain aspects of digital marketing that are your weakness. They can be transformed for your good, as I put in here, because your weaknesses are temporal when it comes to work-wise. If you know that you are good at content creation, but you can use a platform to help you channel your ideas. So let's say you are good at content creation, but you are good at copywriting, but you cannot design flyers, or you cannot be a graphic designer. That's great, because without your copy, the graphic designer cannot put your thoughts into a nice GIF or a nice video for you. So your weaknesses can be transformed for your good. You can focus on being a copywriter or a content creator who actually does the copies for people or gives directions to graphic designers to be able to put your work in a beautiful piece. So that's what I mean when I talk about your weaknesses can be transformed for your good. Another point too is that you can't know everything about digital marketing. So there's the need for collaboration. You can't be a graphic designer, you can't be a web developer, you can't be a social media manager, you can't be a community manager, you can't be an ads expert all at the same time. You can know it, but you will be spreading yourself too thin. You should be able to learn to collaborate with others to give you the optimum results you need to. Don't say that I want to make all the. At the end of the day, you forget why you are going to even take the business as a project you want to manage. Learn to collaborate with people. If you see that in this campaign you want to run, you are good at something and you would need help from a friend, you can bring them on in on the project. You guys can work together, collaborate, and make the money. You'd end up saving yourself some time to do other things and should also know your value and what you bring to the table for every business. It's very important. Some businesses or some clients would make you look like a fool if they realize that you don't have a grip of the thing you say you know how to do. So you should know your value and know what you bring to the table for every business. I talk about selling yourself because it's very key. If people don't know you, the probability of them believing that you can transform their business with digital marketing is very, very low. Sell yourself like it's another project you are managing or it's another digital marketing project you are working on. There are platforms for you to do that. You can have your own website, you can use LinkedIn, you can use your social media accounts, but sell yourself. It doesn't mean you should oversell. Sell yourself so that people will know for it has to be, it doesn't have to be over the board, but it has to be manageable. Sell yourself like it's under handling. And also, I've I am part of communities where they come and share some things that happen to them in terms of terms and conditions for their work. With digital marketers, we can only promise or propose to generate leads or increase visibility or awareness of a brand, but we cannot tell you that I'm sure I would sell for you, or I'm sure 50 or 50,000 people would buy from you, or people would sign up for your project or sign up for your company website. You can only propose. So we've tried people in the traditional market are getting commissions, but with digital marketing, you cannot sell yourself based on commissions. You work and you get paid for what you bring to the table. Just keep it in mind. If you are going for a gig and they tell you that, oh, when we start getting people, we'll give you a percentage of that. If that works for you, that's fine. But digital marketing and traditional marketing terms and conditions are not the same, because you would end up spending so much time when being invested in a campaign that the amount of money you're going to get will not work for you. And it can be frustrating. If you're frustrated, you don't do a good job for your clients. So always remember that you need to understand the fundamentals of marketing. If you know the fundamentals of marketing, you can now digitize that into digital marketing and make it work for yourself, your client, and it's a win-win for both parties. You should be able to know the underlying factor, because some of the things you do can be in digital marketing. Your data and your metrics are important. You need to make firm decisions or make absolute accurate decisions based on the data you're working with. You cannot assume. You have analytics to help you make informed decisions. You need data. If you want to promote a company, do this because they are in need of this kind of service or product. So digital marketing, you need your data, you need your metrics, and you should love them, because those are your guidelines to help you to get the results you need for yourself or your client. The other point is very critical and very important for me, because you would be doing everything and anything and you will not know what you are best at when it comes to digital marketing. Find your niche and excel there. You can take up a lot of different projects with different industries, but it's good if you know where your skill sets really show up for you, and you should be able to excel there. You can do fintech, you can do healthcare, you can do stuff, but you can do it all, but you should know where you know that, Charlie, this place, I'm really skilled at, so I would want to focus there. That also helps you, because anytime you pick a new project that is different from something you've had experience in, it's a longer period of time for you to adjust. So it's all about saving yourself time, saving yourself, and making more money in a shorter span of time. And also prioritize your value and know when to quit. We focus so much on the nicer parts of life that we forget that we are human beings and we can crash at a certain point in time. When you're working for people or working for a brand or your employer, if people value you, you're then presenting yourself to them what you want, know when to quit, know when to back away from toxic clients, toxic workplaces. Yes, money is important, but making money less at a place where you don't like and making money more at a place you like is much better. So just know when to quit, know when to walk away, know your value matters more. Have a standard contract in terms of engagement. You should have one if you are going to work as a freelance or a consultant, or at least you should be able to know how much amount of hours you work on doing certain things and put in a charge to it. So those are the agreements. Someone wants you to do paid for a month. Someone wants you to come and market for them online for a specific period of time. Know how it works for you. You can be good, but if they're not paying you something for you, you'd end up doing small gigs, getting small money, and you don't see yourself progressing. By the end of the day, remember to be a professional. Whether you're working from home, working in a cool environment, be a professional, deliver on your targets, just do a good job. You would shocked. Last year, I was telling a friend that, see, I'm not going to send my CV anywhere because people refer me. If you do a good job for someone and they are content with it, they are going to sell you without you knowing. Some people too don't like you. So there are two balls to the game. Some people too don't like you, but that doesn't dim your shine. Be a professional, do what you are good at, and people are going to love what you do, and they're going to refer you to different clients. You're going to work on exciting projects, and you'd even forget that you are working for money, because at the end of the day, it becomes like you're doing something you love and it works for your own good. So always remember to be a professional. Your relationship with people also determine how you go far in life. Be humble, respectful. Don't let people ride on you. That's why I keep emphasizing on the fact about knowing your value, prioritizing your value, and delivering. If you're not delivering, people would not even want to hear you or see you anywhere, because they would news spread fast, and we already have social media to do that for you. And yeah, there are lots of challenges with digital marketing. Trust me, they would keep coming. For me, the number one is clients. clients clients that think they know it all. They think digital marketing is just like normal marketing, and they hope you would give them plenty money, but they won't pay for advertisements. They won't do the right things you need them to do. So your job as a marketer is to let them know what works, show them what it will deliver for them, and also the ball comes back to them. They would decide on how much they're going to invest in all of that. And if they are investing less, let them know that this is what they are going to get if they invest less, so that they will not come back to bag you that you said you were going to do this, you said you were going to do that, but at the end of the day, I'm not seeing the results. But if you are able to communicate well with clients, communication is very key to communicate well with clients for them to understand that digital marketing is different. Things work periodically, systematically, and you get your results. You don't go over promising them etc blah blah blah. So yeah, challenges will keep coming, but learn to handle issues with emotional intelligence. If clients are disrespectful, if clients don't um are not helping you, blah blah blah, communicate to them. If you communicate, you send emails, they are disrespectful, they don't respect themselves, you have to let them go. So that's why I say know and to quit. So these are some of just the few things that have helped me. Make sure you're getting the, if you want to charge before you start a project, you would have to state that. If you want to charge hourly, let your clients know that. If you want to charge after projects too, let them know that. Don't overtrust people. They are going to break your hearts. Just remember, they would break your hearts, but always remember to have a contract. If you're starting a business with someone, know what's in for you, if you're going to be doing the digital marketing for them, know what's in for you. Make sure you are satisfied. If you're satisfied, then you're able to do a good job. So yeah, these have helped me over the period of time. And I've learned some things the hard way. People have taken me for a ride. You do the work for them, they won't pay you. They're like, oh, the money will come. The money will come. Let business start coming through. We'll pull through your money for you. It won't come. 3 months, 4 months, they're not paying you. And they tell you that, well, they didn't get the money, so they can't pay you. Sometimes people will say, oh, do a strategy for me. Let me see. Let me see if you can put a strategy together. By the time you're done doing the strategy for them, they take your strategy away and implement it. Even if they're not implementing it your way, they are still going to implement it. And you've wasted your time and energy for nothing. So let's learn where we know our value and know how to handle such clients. And yeah, it would go a long way to help us. We should always remember to collaborate more often. It's really good. It saves you time and hassle. So yeah, that's some of the insights I would want to share with us. Without much ado, I would go back to some tools that we can leverage for our online success. Then we can wrap up. So yeah, I talk about this in the terms of working smarter, not harder. There are tools, online tools that can help us at every stage of the way in terms of digital market, in terms of websites, SEO, content, even texts. We have things to help us, and analytics too. We have things to help us as digital marketers. So please do well to utilize them. They would help you go a long way. If you're learning something new, remember to tweet at Starboss. That's my Twitter handle, and at Kraado, and let the people ask. So yes, are some of the help-to platforms. So photos, if you love creating content and you're good with Adobe, you can use that. You can do a lot with Canva for free and also at a paid value. Canva is amazing. You can use Kraado too. For video content, you can use Quick and you can use EasyGIF to turn your text to GIFs or GIFs. You can use Boomerang, you can use Vid, you can use InVideo, you can use Canva to videos. Text, if you're not sure if your English is making sense or your sense is making sense, you can use Grammarly. You can convert some of your audio words to text or your audios to text with Answer. You can also use Answer the Public to get some keywords to help you. For social media, you can use Hootsuite for your scheduling and your analytics. You can use Creator Studio. Facebook has done that. So you can schedule your post for Instagram and Facebook all at the same time. You can use Brand24 for your social media analytics, your Twitter campaigns. You can use Brand24. You can also use Iconosquare for your social media analytics. You can use Facebook Ads Manager too for that. You can use Later, and you can use Bitly. Bitly helps you shorten some of your URLs. So if you're posting on Twitter or something, you can customize your URLs for them to look nice. You can see Kraado used Bitly for our link for the registration. So Bitly is also amazing. You can use that. It makes your stuff look very, very, lovely. So for website development and some design tools, there are lots. When it comes to web development, I like to be the test the user interface rather than develop myself. I don't know how to develop. So yeah, you can use GitHub, React, Chrome Dev Tool, you can use Angular, Ruby on Rails. The developers here can assist when you guys start questioning on the website. Some of the design tools I work with are Photoshop, Firefox, and WordPress. For me, I like the easy things. WordPress can help you build your website. Wix too can help you build your website, and it's easier because they have templates you can replicate for your own things. So for search engine optimization tools, your tools that would make you pop up on the top of your search when people are looking for you, you can use SEMrush, Screaming Fox, Ahrefs, MOZ, Ubersuggest, Google Search Console. And for web analytics, you can use SimilarWeb. It helps you to have competitor analysis, knowing where your audience are coming from, people, how long it takes for people to access your website. You can use page speed, how your page loads faster on web and mobile. You can check how responsive your web page is. Then am I responsive? Sorry. And you can use Google Analytics to also track everything that is happening on your website. I am trying to make sure I finish up so that we can have a lot of time for question and answers. So some of the food for thought after today, you should have that at the back of your mind every day. Or after this, I would love to receive some of the answers. So I'll share my email if you're hoping to go on this digital marketing journey with me and kraado. Let me know your answers to this question. Is digital marketing for me? Which part of digital marketing am I drawn to? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What will my personal brand be like? I would love to know some of the exciting answers you have for this. And you don't have to, you can chase money and want to be a digital marketer. Your passion can be spread up from different things. It can be maybe you're passionate about certain things, or maybe because digital marketing is fetching money for people these days and you want to do this. Please don't think it is a bad reason to love digital marketing. You should also know what works for you. So yeah, that's some of the food for thought I would want to hear your thoughts on. And please always remember that you this is how successful in terms of the brands you are managing or you're handling. If you're working for Access, or if you're earning, let's say, $5,000 a month or a weekly, is that what you deem as successful? I won't say I'm successful yet, but I'm on my way to success when it comes to digital marketing in terms of the brands I'm handling and the money I'm making. So for me, it's also remember that you are never fully a pro. Keep learning and also keep collaborating. Your time, your time and skill sets are your best tools. Don't overpromise and emphasize on that. Expectation. So yeah, this is some of the four things I would want to leave as. If we have questions now, please let me know. Thank you.
Okay, Coffee.
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. We should say thank you. Thank you, Nadia. You were awesome. Stefan, I think you're good. You can continue. Continue with the Q&A.
All right. Thank you very much, Nadia. I've actually learned quite much, and I'm sure everybody on the call would be glad that they didn't miss out on the registration and they actually followed through and came onto the call. So even before we started, we planned this out. We asked if people had questions, and of course, digital marketing is a very interesting area. So there are like a huge pile of questions, which I have to sift through, find a few for you that you can look at. So let me share some of the questions with so that everybody will see what is going on. Okay. Okay. So I hope everybody can see my screen. And then can everybody see it now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see.
So the first question is from Nee, and Nee is asking, how will a finance student or a professional use design thinking to advance his or her career? I think there's a mistake. Sorry, but yes, okay. So let's go to Mary. Mary has three questions for you, and the first one is, how do I get more people interested in the product I am advertising, how to engage my followers to like my services, and how to grow my page. I'm sure you've talked a lot about it, but can you just say something quite simple and a brief take on this?
Sure. Okay, for the first question, well, I can just say something briefly on that with design thinking. It's the way of making sure you design things, hoping or in mind that human beings are going to use it. So for whatever product or whatever service you're thinking of creating, your first point of contact should be, would it be relevant for the people? What are their pain points? How should I go about it? So as a financial guy, whatever you think of doing, you should always have it in mind that whatever product or service you want to intend to do, keep in mind that you are doing it for human beings, and how they are going to use it is how you are going to benefit also as an individual. So let's go back to the three questions.
Yeah.
So how do I get more people interested in my product advertising? Great question. People are not interested unless they realize that it is a solution for them. If you have a product you're marketing, let people know that they need it. So you should start creating ways and means people would know your product and like it. So I don't know what product she has in mind, but she has to talk about the benefits of the product, what value that product is going to give to the individuals who are using it. Because people go online day in and day out searching for things that would help them. Let's say women are looking for products for skincare, women are looking for places to eat, men are looking for their girl. That's all Ghana. Would someone choose a place and not go to the other because it looks good, their food is okay, and market that need for them to also be interested in your product. And the second question is how to engage followers to like my services. Okay, let me see, maybe like her page or like her post, maybe.
Probably.
Engaging people is not a day job. It takes a long time to be able to engage people. You need followers. So you have to start thinking of how to actually get these followers. Engaging is not like having conversations online. So depending on the platform you're going to use, let's say you are using Twitter or you want to use Facebook. If you want to engage people, it means you have to be there every single minute to know if someone is commenting, posting relatable content, educate people are going to come. Are you running memes and gifts? How are you engaging them dependent on your brand? So if you're able to do all of these things, people would like your brand. They would have these, they will become your brand advocates. Like anytime you post, they are ready to go and like, they know when you are posting and all of that. Make sure you take the people along in all your marketing plan. How to grow my page with more followers and like, so there are two ways to go about it: pay money or you do the hard work. So with Facebook, Instagram, and all the other platforms, you have to boost or unsponsored that would direct. Apart from they following and liking you, and it's everything that you do that would make them be part of your page and not unlike and unfollow. So your content is very key. Your relationship with them on social media or away from social media also matters. That experience they get to feel right from the beginning of your page to when they interact with your brand in person should all count for it. So yeah, that's how to grow your page.
Wonderful. And from Karen is what are some of the things to do as an upcoming digital marketer that will help you reach your target group and grow in your field?
Okay, that's amazing, Karen. So, what would help you reach your target group? I don't know if it's in terms of a business or a service or in terms of clients, but I would speak about both. If you're a marketer looking for a target group, you should know your target group because Facebook gives you the options to select these target groups based on their interests, their their location, their demographics, based on their work titles, even for LinkedIn. So all of these things come into play when you are looking to set your target audience. But you can do something as a marketer. You can try to put together that would make your ideal target group and use social media to find people who that look like that target group for you online. And in terms of career wise, let's say if you're looking to find clients in a specific place, just like I mentioned about selling yourself, if you're able to sell yourself to that kind of group, you'll be able to meet that kind of field and you're able to grow there. If it's about community, then it means where you are as an individual, so where you are learning from, the communities you are part of, where you share the things you know how to do, where you go and network, is all part of it. So if you are growing in a particular field, you can't just grow by learning, but you have to grow along with different kind of people, working with designers, collaborators, web developers, content creators, influencers, bloggers. You should have a circle that is there to help to develop yourself and go in a specific career path. So if you find yourself with kind of people, then yeah, you're in the right place. But if all your networking groups are away from digital marketing, then you are lost.
Okay, so we'll take the last online question. How can I be a successful digital marketer if my company doesn't budget for social media? And that's from Rob.
Ronnie, Ronnie, how can you be successful if your organization doesn't budget for ads? Then you have to let them know they have to budget for ads. The first thing you become successful at is letting them know the need for them to put aside funds for ads. So if you are able to do that, then it means you've ticked a box for being successful because you were able to let a client know the need for a channel to use to market themselves. And if they don't agree that you're using sponsored ads, then you have to look for ways and means to do organic. And with organic, it takes a longer time, it takes a lot more work. And if you're able to do that and win, then you're still successful. So let them know the need for running sponsored ads, etc. Then that would go a long way to help you.
Great. So that is from our online. That's for our online questions. If anybody else has any question for Nadia, you can raise your hand. I would unmute you, and then you can definitely go ahead and give Nadia what you think. Hello, Enoch. You can unmute yourself and let's hear what you have.
Okay, so Nadia, thank you for the great insight. My question is that I'm a social media intern for a startup company that probably we are looking at customers, but probably your boss is trying to direct after taking the course, your boss is trying to direct all the strategy that you have probably listed down for him, and you are thinking how are you going to go about it? Because probably we talked about a lot of things in the strategy, saying, okay, we want to do social media marketing, we probably want to do, but now he wants us to take us like a step-by-step approach because it's a very technical probably firm. It's more into coding and stuff. So I think he wants to also micromanage the whole strategy on his own. So I'm wondering how we can both manage how to become successful with a boss that also wants to manage you or has want to micromanage you in some way. I'm trying to weigh the two probably things because probably he would want.
So if I got okay, say that again.
So he's trying to micromanage you with the strategies they are trying to probably put on board. So I don't know how you can become successful with that. Which also giving you the probably your goals and your targets. So you're supposed to probably increase. Now he's saying that probably he thinks that sales and navigator is the best probably channels for him to find his customers. So he wants to use sales navigator, and our only social media handle or social media probably platform or channel is LinkedIn. So that's what you're only dealing with for now. So how do you get to this? Because one, he wants to find leads, and he wants to get a lease now, and he wants to also still micromanage you. That's the confusion here.
Okay. Well, yes, I understand. It's very dicey when you have someone who is micromanaging you. But what I can say is that he's your boss. What you can do is to propose certain things to him. If he doesn't take it, you've done your bit. If he says your targets for this time is to use sales something to reach your leads, then you have to look for ways and means to use that platforms to get your leads for you. If it doesn't work, that's when your data comes to back your suggestions that we have used this platform for a month or two. If we were using this other channel, we could have done this. So you would want him to give you that opportunity to explore other avenues because you feel that you are spending or investing so much time on a platform that is not giving you the results it's needed. So just have a very professional conversation with him and tell him that, hi boss, I know you want the good for the business. I also want saying, I feel that how we're going about the strategy is not just the results we've done, but based on this and this and this and that, we are unable to move forward or meet certain KPIs in our strategy. So I feel we should use the strategy instead of implementing certain things and forgetting certain things. We decided to start initially. Then after a period of time, we can go back to measure and know which one is presenting the best results. So maybe that conversation would help him, but you need your facts right because he won't say that you're assuming. If you show him the facts, he'll be able to maybe understand you and pick it up from there. I hope that helps.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Great.
thank you for your question. There is one personal question for you, Nadia, from Samira. Samira is asking, how much do you take a month? How much do you earn a month?
Samira, why?
Oh, a bit the third question. So it's the first question I had in my mind.
Okay, well, I can tell you how much I quote for. So my
No, that
bills
was not
are
the question.
between. No, I can
I
only
didn't
quote. I
ask
can't
how
tell you how
much you
much I'm
put.
earning.
I'm asking how much you can give a round figure. You can even do 10% less or 20% less than the actual figure. I'm just asking around how much you earn per month. Or how
Okay,
much
depending on the number.
a successful digital marketer makes per month. We want actual figures so that it will motivate people to go
Okay,
into digital marketing and be serious about it.
sounds good. Sounds good. So the last time anyone approached me, they wanted to give me 3,000 euros a month. So yeah, successful outside Ghana, but in Ghana.
Hey, I'm in the wrong profession.
But in Ghana, you will probably be earning 2,500 to 3,000 Ghana cedis compared to the euros if you're in a different country. So yeah.
But how come you are earning? Okay, it's how do I say? If you are working for an online firm or you are doing a job for a firm that is outside of Ghana, although you are in Ghana, is it not possible to earn more than the so-called 3,000, let's say 3,000 Ghana cedis?
You earn more. Working for extent 10 times you earn what Ghanaians are paying. So yeah, Ghana is like 2,000 to 500 Ghana cedis. Even sometimes you are being offered 1,000 Ghana cedis as a digital marketer, not even just a social media manager. But outside brands understand the intricates of our work and would want to do 2 to 3,000 or 4,000 euros or dollars. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, but yeah, I'm not rich. So I earn between the Ghana rate.
Okay. I think Coffee has a question, but still on the money issue. We are asking, as someone new to freelancing, can you suggest pricing strategy to charge clients on product? And I think after that, Coffee can come in.
Your pricing strategy should be based on your deliverables, what you are going to do. Then individually, know that for each of the segments I am going to do, this is how much time I'm going to spend on. Then put a CD value to it. That's what helps me put together my bills for clients. Sometimes I spend more time on strategy than on content, then managing all the other external factors. So your vendors, the designer, I'm spending time with him. So my time is not equal to the work I'm doing. So I'll have to charge for spending time with the designer or checking through copies or having meetings, all of that is time. You stay on Zoom calls is time. So all of these are administrative things. Putting together meals is time. So know the things you are going to do and put an hour to it or time frame to it, then add the CD value. Then you know what works for you. So as a freelancer, come up with a strategy that you know that I spend at least in a month, I'll spend 40 hours for your brand. If my 1 hour is 50 Ghana, then 40 times my 50 Ghana is how much I'll charge you. If it's more, what works for you? Think about the food you eat, your internet, the people you are taking care of. All of that would help you put together the monies you need for your bills. So yeah, that's how I come up with my monetary value for the work I do.
Great. So, Coffee, you had your hands raised. I don't know if you still want to come in, or was it the same question?
I think my first question has been answered, so I think I'm good. It's a question from MCPS.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that question. What should I learn first?
Yeah, in digital marketing.
That one, yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you because you need to know where you're good at and you start from there. So if you say you are a digital marketer, but you want to specialize in web design and web creation, then understand digital marketing and go straight to web. Don't say, well, I'll start with social media because everybody's saying social media. When your passion is going towards web, don't go to social media. Social media people direct people to the web, so it's very also integral and important. So that's where you think it's a good starting point for you. That's pretty much what I would say. So yeah, but with the fundamentals, always start with the fundamentals. Don't go to pro stuff when you don't know the fundamentals.
All right. So, any more questions for Nadia? We take just two more, and then I think we could start bringing things to an end. So, two more questions from anyone. You can put it in the Q&A chat box or chat box. I would also check it out for you. And if you like to speak to, you just have to raise up your hand. Okay, Enoch, back.
Okay,
All right.
so Nadia, I want to ask you. So during this journey, I've taken a few courses on HubSpot and Coursera. Now, after this course, probably the whole confusion about this micromanaging is okay. But one of the things that probably you see in targeting or probably goal setting is they tell you increase the followership, increase your membership on or probably on the social media handles. And you see people have probably 18,000 followers, 1 million followers. I mean, 5 million followers, and you are like, how did these people go by? So apart from paid advertisements, how best can you advise someone in increasing probably his followership on probably any social media handles, probably let's say especially LinkedIn or something? And also, as being a certified digital marketer, probably in churning your career, there are a lot of things that people suggested to me, probably in my course of probably finding my path. Even though I've not found my path yet, they told me to go to. There's a lot of communities that probably I don't know what you're talking about. Probably I would want to join now and probably seek for more insights. So those things are one of the things I want to look at. The communities I can join that probably could help me leverage on what I've learned so far and what I can also pick from them, and also where people can sign up to do freelancing. Probably I heard about Angel.co. I heard about remote work in Europe. I've not signed up yet. I've been looking at them because I have my intern job I'm doing. I don't want to add more to what I have now. So these are the things that probably, if you can also advise in probably after, how can these people get jobs? How can we get jobs in these? Probably if you have any remote site that you go to get these jobs that you talk about. So I mean, one, increasing followership probably on your social media handles or any channel that you are on, and also how best you can direct your path in any of the probably remote works that you do. Probably if someone comes up as a first-hand digital marketer, oh okay, Charlie, why don't you sign up to angel.co and probably start working, find some work to do there and do it. So I don't know whether you get my question or whether it
Yeah, I
makes
get
sense.
all your questions, so I'll just address them. Yeah. So the first question was with increasing followership. Yes, the people who have a lot of followers are celebs, people, presidents, superstars, etc. How can an individual just have followers skyrocketing? And someone called me this morning just because of this question, that someone has started a page, they want followers. It all boils down to the content, your engagement, the community, and how you're making people feel online. If you post cool stuff, people would like your cool stuff and still follow your page to see more of that cool stuff. If you are not, you post once a year, twice in a day, it's all dependent on your consistency, your content, your engagement, and what it is you are doing on social media. If you're always selling, people who want to buy would come to you, but people who don't want to buy will not come to you. So have something for everybody, knowing what your audience and your targets want from your social media platform or your platform, wherever it is. In terms of communities that would help build you up, Kafu is the best person to send you a list of communities you can join. But with freelancing, I would advise you go on Fiverr. There was a recently launched platform for freelancers by a Ghanaian. I would figure it out and I would share it with Kafu and the Kraado team so they can send it to you. And also in terms of um, building your path or doing what's best as a freelancer, it's all part of personal. What is it you want to know your weaknesses and know how to rise above your weaknesses? And that one, most of them are very personal. If you are doing an internship, it doesn't mean you can't do a side gig. Know your strengths, manage your time. You can be doing 3 internships at the same time. You can manage 4 social media accounts at the same time. Go and ask people who work for digital agencies. People are doing 5 to 6 brands at the same time. It's all about time management, knowing your skill sets, knowing your. So I won't say that focus on one thing at the same time. Maybe you're someone who likes one thing at the same time. Maybe you can be a multi-purpose person. So know yourself and do what's best for you. For me, I can handle 3 accounts or more at the same time. Making sure I'm not spreading myself too thin. When I'm working with clients that are toxic, I take a break from them too, because you can't come and stress me. I didn't come to this life to suffer. So yeah, it's all about knowing yourself and doing what's best for you and making sure your clients also gets the results they need.
Whew. Wow. So I believe this has been a very wonderful session, and we've had a lot of questions coming in. I'm sure there are a lot more questions, so you can just put your questions on Twitter. You can tag Nadia at stab_boss. The star is STAA_boss. You can tag Crado, so definitely answer you from Twitter, and of course our Facebook and other social media handles. Um, I don't know if I have Victor on the line. Victor, do I have you? Okay. So before we even go, I'd like to say thank you very much, Nadia. It's been a pleasure spending this evening with you. I was excited that you were coming on Kraado to do this with us. So, I mean, you've even exceeded the expectation. Thank you very much for joining us and for doing this with us. Um, please, Toffee, do you have any issues? Sorry, any other additions to add?
Me, I have issues. Thank you. No, I don't have any issues. This was fantastic. Nadia,
No
with
issues,
issue.
additions, additions.
no issues. This
Okay.
is a stellar event, and I hope we can call on you again, Nadia, in the future so you can be a coach. I'll still keep pushing so that eventually you join us to be a coach. By the way, thank you to the community members for joining. Nadia especially has almost agreed to become a coach slash a mentor for the Kraado community. The rest of the details will be communicated in the coming weeks. But this is like a taste of what you get to have with Nadia, probably one-on-one group sessions. We'll get to the final details at the later date. But thank you all for coming. I'll hand over back to Stefan and Victor to and then we can go, and then you probably can send us your feedback on how we can all grow together. I don't have issues.
All right. Thank you very much, Kafi, for your addition. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you very much, Nadia. Have a good night, and then we'll hope to see you all in our next session. Our next session will send you probably a newsletter or an email so that you'll be alert, and then you'll know what is going on. So thank you all, and good night. Bye, everyone.
I'm sorry, Stefan, I forgot one thing. There's going to be another session in March. It's
Oh,
from Heather. Heather is big on communication. She's big on content writing. She's big on copywriting and the rest. So stay tuned and then keep watch on our community on Telegram and other activities as we share those other coaches and mentors that are lined up either in tech, in business, and in design.
great. Well, Teams Crowd has it all, right? So, again, good night, everyone, and then of course keep watch, and then we'll send you any new notification, any new upcoming event, and then we'll let you know. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye.
Bye.